Yes, people, we are back for that wrestling show. Let's roll the intro. For the majority of the season,
Hold on.
we have got no. Hold on, we got. Yes, people, we are back. I'm joined by the lovely RJ, who is, I think, 92 off 10K. Is that correct? So
yeah, down near you there.
Get into 10K. We are also joined by the legend. That is you may know him as the Winter Surfer because he's a legend, but we know him as Andrew. Bigger legends.
We're both beardless.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's like the day of beard removal, like.
Yeah.
I put mine to the side. I'll put it back on.
Yeah, no, mine had to socially distance from myself, so I had to look like a kid now.
Oh my god. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, a lot has gone on this week. It's been an interesting one. Andrew, where would you like to start? RJ, where do you want to start? Let's where do we start?
Let RJ go.
RJ, where would you like to start first?
I mean, RK Bro is still undefeated. Probably the best thing about Raw so far.
Facts.
I don't know what I don't really want to talk about Raw. To be fair, it's an absolute joke at the moment.
Oh no, we don't talk about it. It literally, you just mention the RK Bros and that's enough. That's like it kind of mentioned. Let's move straight on to SmackDown. That was your 2 seconds of Raw, and now we're on to SmackDown. RJ, what's going on SmackDown? Talk to me about this episode.
Well, Jimmy is looking like a kind of like a rogue to this head of the table, and kind of he was challenged against Cesaro, and thank the Lord they put Cesaro over. To be fair, this is kind of a thing where they probably let fucking Jimmy win today, but not today for him, yesterday. But in general, it's we also had new tag team champions, which I don't know what the hell is happening with this at this rate. To be fair, it's simple as this. There's been a lot to be fair, so a lot to unfold. But SmackDown was just it was just full of everything, really. To be fair, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm a bit annoyed that Tamina has a tag team title. Like, the woman can't even frog splash properly, and they've given her a bloody title. There's a reason that she's been here since 2010 and hasn't got a title for a reason. Like, she's been here for 11 years without a title for a reason. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
To be fair, like, the reason why she's still in the company is because she's the I wouldn't even say successor, but I would just say the this is just going to be like complete. Oh no. I mean, no. To be fair, she's not a wrestler, man. Her best stuff was probably working with the Usos back whenever that was. To be fair, but other than that, no, she hasn't done anything.
Started.
Pretty much,
she literally came on as she first started, and it just she's gone downhill since.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that match happened. It happened. I don't want to see a rematch, but I think we're going to get one tonight. But I don't want to see it.
Yep.
I liked SmackDown. It was better. It was much better than Raw. What else happened? I'm struggling now. Cesaro stuff. Yeah. Jimmy, is he gonna fall in line? Probably. What else?
Ray.
Oh yeah, Ray, Dominic. Yeah, they'll go for the titles tonight. Probably win them.
Shinsuke. To be fair,
Shinsuke, weird thing. I don't know what they don't know what to do. They've never been able to do anything with him.
Yeah,
because they're idiots.
That's an understatement.
Facts.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Intercontinental title thing happened.
I mean, to be fair, AEW just was so much better this week.
Yes, it was. Much. Yeah. Everything was sort of like. Yeah, it was just passable on SmackDown. It was like it flowed. It was like.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like I don't think anything was outstanding. It just went it was just pleasing to watch. It was like, oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Because I'm not really. I watched Backlash tonight, but I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
In it tonight. But yeah, like you said, it was more of a okay, nice.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be worse than bloody Raw. Let's be real.
Yeah, exactly. Abomination of a show. Yeah, I'm racking my brain now. I can't remember much of SmackDown. What's happened?
Yeah.
I think obviously with obviously you had the Apollo Crews kind of having his men taken out, like they whooped his ass.
Yeah,
like
big giant bodyguard. Yeah, big giant bodyguard. Yeah, he was taken out. Fatal 4-way next week apparently. With the titles.
I think my favourite thing was Shinsuke Nakamura putting Corbin's crown on, like at the end, like just slowly putting the crown on, like. Yeah, I've got your crown on. I'm not giving it back.
Feuding over now? They're feuding over a crown.
No, I think it was just. I think it was just. I mean, you never know, but I think it was like a spiteful move. Like you're no longer King Corbin.
Welcome to Crown Jewel, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin.
You're not my
crown. Crown on a pole match.
That's like, winner of the next match gets to keep the crown. That'd be it. Yeah. King Shinsuke or something, King Nakamura or something like that.
God.
Yeah.
I know. It's just ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't really much else that really happened on SmackDown. I mean, obviously Cesaro. I think, for me, I said this a couple of weeks ago, that I think that now Jay and Jimmy are reunited. Jimmy's going to do something that's stupid. Like, I don't think he's fully in this, like 100%. Like, he's got commitment issues. You can see that he has commitment issues. And I think that's going to cost Roman Reigns a Backlash. Because then I think because I think Cesaro will win it, and then it will lead to payback, and Roman Reigns will get it back again, and that will be like, we've given Cesaro a title run. Like, what more do you want? Kind of thing. Because that's what Vince does. Like,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's a possibility for that. Let's be real.
Given a title, and they'll go, "Oh my god, he's not bringing in 10 million viewers. Get the title back on Roman." I don't know.
No, they'll probably do that.
There might be something that he does do something, but Roman still retains or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just his like presence out there is distraction. For his brother at least.
I don't know. Cesaro wins, he's not getting 10 million. It's like, let's bring back Goldberg. Bring him back.
Maybe.
What's he doing around these days?
I mean, I mean, Seth Rollins is still floating about, isn't he? It's like the Seth Rollins
somewhere.
Yeah, still floating about. Does Seth Rollins still do something? Did he even appear on SmackDown on Friday? I can't even remember. I don't think he did on Friday.
The King Corbin gimmick is played out. In fairness, he did nothing relevant with it. To be fair, especially the fact that he lost more than he won. This is what happens.
To happen. Yeah, it does tend to happen. Put the king gimmick on someone, and they do tend to lose and get embarrassed.
Yeah, but like obviously, I'm going to talk about we got some Backlash matches. Obviously tonight we got we got Bayley versus Bianca Belair.
Oh right, yeah.
We obviously have Cesaro versus Roman Reigns, which I'm the most excited about, to be honest. Like, couldn't give a shit about Bianca and Belair, and Bayley. Sorry, no offense, but Cesaro's in a title picture, which should have happened a long time ago, and I've never been more excited. I'm like a little kid in primary school that likes just seen Hamleys for the first time, and I'm like, shit. Like, it's well overdue. Like, he's such a talented wrestler.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm really nonplussed about this Backlash thing. It's just like, I don't think anything's going to come out of it that will make me go, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. because I think it's just predictable. Oh no, the predictable thing is that they'll put the belt on Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know they're gonna. I'm so over this.
Oh man,
I'm literally so this.
They're literally turning Charlotte Flair into like Kenny Omega. Just give her all the belts, every single belt.
Literally, it's so annoying for me because Rhea Ripley as a champion hasn't been the worst. Like, I just think they haven't given her the opportunity. For me, I just think they're waiting for Charlotte Flair to take over, which is why they haven't bothered Rhea Ripley, which annoyed me. But the most exciting part of WrestleMania was Charlotte Flair wasn't in it. Like, sorry to be petty, but I'm gonna be. I'm not saying Charlotte Flair's a bad wrestler, but it's just annoying when you've seen the same people in the title picture all the time. Like, I would rather Charlotte team up with, like, can you imagine this? Charlotte teams up with Eva Marie. That would be entertainment for me.
Okay.
No. But I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example. The fact that she could team up, like she could do storylines where she tag teams with people and doesn't actually, and they learn from her. And I'm not saying Eva Marie. That was just like a joke. I'm saying people like she could team up with Naomi. She could team up with, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, she could team up with someone who hasn't had an opportunity and push them. Like, she could team up with Mandy Rose. She could team up with Dana. Like, she could team up with these people to teach them stuff, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't see what they're going to do with Charlotte if she has the title. I mean, she doesn't bring anything to the company anymore. Like, she's not. I don't think she's even hungry for the title anymore. Let's be really honest. She's got 10 championships won or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, like Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the 900 millionth time. Yeah, let's watch it again.
Charlotte versus Asuka for the 1 billion.
So you can't keep doing that. Like, and I think
she needs to transition into building. They need to transition her into building other stars now.
That's what I mean.
Get the rub off. Going one-on-one with her, whoever is. Bring someone, I don't know, bring Io Shirai up or whoever, or someone up that's just, you know, the best one would have been like, because I've sent Mia Yim to SmackDown, but the best bit would have been to probably put Mia Yim with her or something like that. Just to have if you just start building some new people and then put them in the title frame, because it's like, otherwise. Or, you know, or have a stick to being face, go up against Shayna Baszler for a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting because them two haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
She's not really done anything with Nia Jax either. You know what I mean? It's like just something new. You know, don't always have to put
something we haven't seen before.
Match, you know, yeah.
Something we haven't seen because I think we're all getting a bit bored of seeing the same thing.
One thing I would love to see, like kind of like what you're saying about number one contender. Like, I would love to see, like, you know, Charlotte, Nia, Shayna, and let's say Io Shirai, like best out of 5 series. So whoever gets to 5 or something like that, they have a bunch of matches throughout the week. Whoever gets to 5, it's a new challenger again. That'd be big, right?
Yeah, exactly. You could start off with 4 of them. I mean, it's a bit long-winded, but, you know, like they have like a fatal 4-way match, the first one eliminated, then it goes down to triple threat and so forth. You know what I mean? Just something that's just built up, or
they could do like. Do you remember in TNA, like Bound for Glory, like they should do something like that?
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd be really cool.
And then like have someone, so like Charlotte would be at the top, and then like have someone like unexpected, like kind of like the AJ Styles story, like where he was just about. He's not going to get into the title picture. Then he wins some Rumble or some crack like that, gets in, and then potentially beats Charlotte, and then, you know, you make that interesting storyline. But that's the thing. We're asking too much from Vince and their creative board. Let's be real. Let's
be realistic. Our creative board of RJ, Andrew, and myself is more creative than probably their leader of the creative, like the head of the direct creative board.
I know, we'll stick Charlotte Flair in the title match. Done.
Literally, but we are going to move on to NXT now. NXT for me was very good this week. I enjoyed every single minute of it. You had Mercedes Martinez versus our champion Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah,
that was a good match, to be honest. I enjoyed that. What are your guys' thoughts?
It was very hard hitting. Very powerful, hard hitting. It has to be. When them two together. Yeah, I mean it was very good match. I'm not like invested in either of them. So I didn't really care who won. I don't. The problem is Raquel Gonzalez. I can't see her being champion for that long. Just because, unfortunately, she's like the biggest, tallest woman on the roster, and then it's going to be like, okay, so if Mercedes Martinez can't beat her, who's like relatively tall herself and powerful, then how am I supposed to believe like an Ember Moon, a Shotzi Blackheart, a Candice LeRae, a Frankie Monet?
But Andrew, that's what I was going to say.
No, but but do you then say, like I thought a couple of weeks ago, the only way you can believably take the belt off her if it's in a multi-person match, where she's not pinned, or she like takes a million finishes, like that, and then she's down, something like that. I think that's the only way they could, or she suffers some type of in the match injury and that works and she taps out or something like that. But there was teases of a disruption with Kai this week anyway, which is probably the road they're going down. When someone else comes, Kai brings someone else in to protect her or something like that, possibly. But it's really weird. I don't know. It's a good match, but it was like, okay, so who's next? Because no one, they're not. They'll start having to do that soon because they've got the next takeover. It's in the middle of June, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it is.
So they'll have to do that.
We also had Escobar versus Kushida.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you guys find that?
Good match, in general. I mean,
are you getting bored of seeing the same kind of matches? Like it is with the kind of we've seen that match twice in a row. I get one for a title match. I just don't think he should have been given a rematch that soon. I'd like to see other people have opportunities.
I think you will now because it was 2 out of 3 falls, isn't it? So that really should be an end of end of the feud, and maybe you move Escobar up a bit more and have a feud with one of the mid-level guys, up. Or maybe he focuses on the North American, something like that.
Yeah. I do want to talk about Pete Dunne. He kind of lost his shit this week. Like something snapped in him. Like he was just not taking this shit no more. Like he was like, "Nah, I'm done." What do you think about that? Like, what do you think it's going to lead up to as well? Like, or is it going to lead up to something? Can you see him facing Karrion Kross?
It's going to be very interesting how they're going to book that, to be fair. I mean, Karrion Kross, I think, same scenario as Raquel Gonzalez. Tall, it's going to be very impossible for them to be beaten. I mean, Finn Balor, look, he's challenging. We will talk about that, but just the storyline, how are you going to write that? Like, there's no way you can, but it's simple as that, to be fair. No, but just on Pete Dunne itself, what is there to do for him? Like, I don't see much for him. Maybe put him in the NXT North American Championship. I don't know. But, to be fair, Johnny Gargano's killed that title anyway, so it is what it is, to be fair. So
yeah, he's right. They made Karrion Kross nearly look unbeatable a week ago when everyone was attacking him and he was just swatting them away, and it took like about 8 super kicks straight to the face to bring him down eventually. Pete Dunne's a weird one. next? Like, because I don't know. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know what they do with Pete Dunne. I think this he's come off really bad since they dropped the McAfee stable. Since they've dropped it, and it's like he had that he had the title match with Finn Balor, didn't he? I think he had the main event title match, and then nothing. I think it was in January or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Pete Dunne's a strange one. Is he? He's coming off like a heel, is he? I mean, does it really matter anymore? Mm-hmm. I thought he would move on to Kyle O'Reilly, but is Kyle O'Reilly done with Adam Cole? I don't know. Stuff like that. It's it's Bobby. Bobby Fish came back. Does Bobby Fish go after Pete Dunne? It's really weird because, I mean, he might go after Karrion Kross after the Finn if he retains against Finn Balor. He might do that. That's true.
No, I hope so. Obviously, we got introduced to Swerve's new gang, Hits Row Record.
Christ.
All I have to say is WTF. Nothing else from me. Nothing else.
My one's a bit simpler. Get off the TV, please. Man, I'm sick of it, man. No, what is this? Like, just bring in some people who clearly don't know how to bloody talk at first, but in general, it was just a boring thing to watch. I tried to skip it, but just was not entertained by that show, to be fair. I don't know what you thought about it.
I mean, that was I can't remember what they're even called now. The individually what they're called. I mean, the big guy. He was.
I only know Isaiah.
I was trying to guess.
The only one I know.
I was trying to guess what he was going to rhyme with next. So it was like, when he was talking, I was going, he's going to say this. He can't say this. Is he going to transition into this? I've never seen, apart from the backstage, like in Swerves when he does his little promos off site. I've never seen him really. I would have thought they would have done it, introduced them individually as time went on, instead of like introducing a big group. Because I mean, really, the big guy only debuted like last week. So why do you need to debut these other two straight away? Why not just gradually introduce them, and then we can work up to it. It was it's another stable. I do like Swerve. He does have good matches. I like Swerve apart from when he calls himself Swerve, because it just doesn't.
Yeah.
When you're
doesn't hit right. It doesn't hit right at all.
Swerve says no. Don't call yourself Swerve in a third person. It doesn't work. The issue is, I think NXT's having the same issue as AEW, where everyone's like basically a heel at the moment, and the face side is so weak. It's so weak. Yeah. I mean Leon Ruff. I mean, come on, man. He's this. This will be a deep dive. He's this version's Spike Dudley. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like I can't really. He attacked. I think he attacked Pete Dunne, didn't he? It's like, come on, really? I mean, Pete Dunne's going to chew him up and spit him out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, stop making it. Just work on building some new faces or turning some people, because otherwise it's very heel heavy. Do you know what I mean? Very heel heavy.
No.
It's like,
Ravi says Swiss Tony should win, but won't unless one of the Usos gets involved. That's fair. Bailey losing to Belair. WWE just want the EST crap going.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, you can't set that big win. You can't just then drop the belt the next month. They'll carry on. And plus, Sasha Banks hasn't had a rematch yet, so that's
literally.
They're probably saving that for money. They're probably saving that for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and you got Payback next month as well.
Oh, is it Payback? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do that rematch, and then they'll probably end doing a triple threat at Money in the Bank or something.
Ray and Dom also winning. Charlotte winning. Otherwise, why would Vince add her to the match?
I swear he's trolling everyone now. He just doesn't care. He's just trolling. He's got He's got the billions of dollars from his TV deals. He's just trolling them now. It's like, I can do what I want, essentially. I just have to get over 2 million viewers a week. I'm fine.
Obviously, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish came to Kyle O'Reilly's aid.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? Because obviously, Roderick Strong's left NXT.
Yeah.
Adam Cole really well.
Who's Adam Cole?
Yeah, and then obviously, like, do you think Riley and Fish will stay as a tag team? Do you think Riley will take the kind of teaming up with Fish, or do you think he'll stab Fish in the back? Like,
no, I don't think it will. I think Kyle O'Reilly's on her face turn, and Fish did say, I can't remember. I'll help you out this time. I'm basically the line helping you this time, but I'm getting payback on. Basically, I think Pete Dunn and only Lorcan essentially, because they're the ones who caused his injury. So you'll see that. Maybe they'll team up for a match against those two, but I don't feel like a full reunion. Bobby Fish may be the one that ends up on, like, we have nothing for him essentially. I mean, if you watch his ROH stuff, he has done some great stuff, but I don't know what they're going to do with Bobby Fish. He's always, to me, since he's been in WWE, he's always been part of a tag team, really. Yeah. The singles one, I never thought anything. I thought a singles one for the others because I've seen it before. Like, I've seen a Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole feud in ROH. I know what that looks like. So, and Roderick Strong, like I say, Roderick Strong is going to turn up on Raw or SmackDown or somewhere, isn't he? That's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fish came back. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Cool story.
Cool story, but you know what you got for him. You after Pete Dunne, what have you got? What are you gonna do with Bobby Fish? Because I don't know what you do with Bobby Fish afterwards. You know, I wouldn't have broken up the Undisputed Era. I just wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have either.
I wouldn't have done it. There was no need to do it whatsoever.
It was a great group. It was one of my favourite groups.
Okay, they've been together. Okay, but they were heels for 3 years. Okay, we'll turn them all face then, because you need them. You need the faces. You need the faces. Turn them all face. You turn them all face. You need it like that. Just do that. Have them feud with whoever. They have individual feuds or tag team feuds. You don't need to break them up. Go for another year or something, and then you can break them up. You know, when you've established. You know, you could establish all 4 as single guys while still in a group. You could establish them, or what you could do is you could have switched the role and put Strong with Fish, because I think those two are the weakest ones in terms of like a singles thing. Yeah, and then establish both Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly as the big singles ones, and then in a year's time, then when we've got crowds back and everything, you know, so it has a greater impact. Or bring them up. You know, after a year, bring them up. I don't know. I just thought it was poor when they done it. That was all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I mean, they're the best thing in there. Best thing.
Yeah. Next week's NXT is going to be absolutely on fire. You have Karrion Kross versus Finn Balor rematch. Frankie Monet is making.
Oh,
next week. Okay. Frankie Monet is making her debut. You have Johnny Gargano versus Bronson Reed defending the steel cage match.
Yeah.
And then you have Toni Storm versus Zoe Stark.
Yep. That's another one. Zoe Stark, they're building out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I know.
Which is, okay. But no, the expense. I like Toni Storm. So
I like Toni Storm.
The women, see, that's the problem with the women's division as well. That's overhealed.
There's
got too many heels in it, because you think Frankie Monet is going to be a heel, don't you? If those who don't know Frankie Monet is, that's Taya Valkyrie. Any other wrestling competition. Well, I don't know why they just didn't get touched or called her at least Valkyrie. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's the issue with both companies at the moment. Too many heels, not enough faces. But yeah, it should be good. I didn't realise title match was next Wednesday. I thought they were saving it for In Your House. Maybe they'll do like a multiple
next Tuesday.
Maybe they'll do a multiple person match then for the NXT title. Yeah. Something like that. That'd be quite good.
I think this is why I think the Demon might come out next time. So I feel like
I can't see
I think it's too short notice.
Do you know what? Like, not next Tuesday, but I think that's what they'll do for the paper, like the big NXT Takeover. They'll put Balor and Karrion Kross, and he'll turn up as the Demon. It's just because you don't know what Vince McMahon thinks, to be honest. Obviously, Kaylee Ray will be facing Miko Satomura.
Right, I think she loses, and they bring her up to NXT US. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I believe too.
Because it's like nearly it's nearly 2 years, right? Something like that since she's had the belt for. I think it's only fair that that's the path, isn't it? If you're in NXT UK, the next step is NXT USA, and they'll bring her up. Problem is, she's a heel as well, so
more heels.
Yeah, literally.
She'll face them. She'll face the rematch. I think she'll lose that. Otherwise, it kills the other lady's momentum. Is essentially. There was a good match. Noam Dar had a good match as well. So, but yeah, it was all good. Should we move on to AEW?
AEW, yeah.
At last, some storylines.
some decent guys. We're back on some decent stuff, guys.
Yeah, progression.
We just had to get through all that first. We had to get through Vince's stuff first, unfortunately. Now on to AEW. Where do we start?
Start with the first match.
Miro.
Yuki Nagata against
I've changed my identity. I'm his alter ego.
Against John Moxley, US heavyweight title match.
Oh yes, that was actually a great match.
I really enjoyed that.
The main event. I didn't realize they'd kick off with that. Match.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Old school wrestling fans will know Yuki Nagata wrestled in WCW. And was also on their N64 games as well. So he's all good. Yeah, I don't know how old he is, man. He must be 50 something.
He's younger than this, so he's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think of that one? It was very hard hitting, wasn't it?
I liked it. I mean,
very technical as well.
Moxley was bleeding at the end of it, like the side of his nose was bleeding or something like that. But no, in general, it was a really good one. To be fair,
I missed it. Did Moxley have new music or something? I was looking at it.
I'm trying to remember.
Someone was on a website and saying that people are liking his new music. I can't remember, but yeah.
Big up to Wayne. Wow, Andrew, you need to let me know about this.
Sorry, Wayne. Yeah, sorry, Wayne. Yeah, sorry, Wayne. Yeah, next.
Andrew will send you the link next time.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's also progression that him and Kingston will. Well, they haven't decided yet, but they've been challenged for the. But they've been challenged to go up against the tag champs. Eddie Kingston, man, I swear, man, he just looks like an average Joe, and he just looks like some guy they pulled out from the crowd. If he couldn't cut a good promo, he just looks like some dude out from the crowd, doesn't he? It looks like he should be carrying Moxie's bags. You know what I mean? He just looks like. But yeah, at least there's progression now towards Double or Nothing. That's one of them. Oh, well, yeah. Speaking of the tag champs, they wrestled SCU. SCU lost. They would split up, and SCU lost. Crystal Daniels was bleeding like a. That was a real bad cut. Whether he did it himself or whether he cut too deep, obviously. A very good match. Yeah. I like the match. It's just, again, isn't it, RJ? I say it all week. I'm going to say it all week until the move, but Daily's Place is just becoming, and the impacts now are like, even with the crowd backs, because it's an open aired, the atmosphere goes all the way up, out, and it's not like contained. It's like, and I know they can't do it. It's just a shame. AEW's really, really missed the crowds 100%. This year for some of their stuff, because some of their stuff has been brilliant. It's just not had the impact. I love the match. I knew the Bucks would win. I I don't know why, RJ. I'm still in the thought that the Bucks aren't in a complete heel turn yet. But
I mean,
you know what I mean? It's like
they want to be good guys, but they know that like they won't be liked by the audience if they were good. So they're like on the fence. You know what I mean? But no, I think I got to give props to Kazarian. I mean, that man, what a run he was doing in that. Like Christopher Daniels out, he fucking just like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna beat the two of you. Simple. But no, overall, it was a good match. It was my favorite match, but in general, no, I'm upset that they had to break up SCU. To be fair, SCU was probably one of the best tag teams there is.
But they got so many there. They've got so many tag teams there.
I know, no, but the thing is, yeah, but like, if only they could invest in like the women's division, they would be the perfect company, and they probably would take over the product. But in general, it's just.
I feel like they should use one of their AEW Dark or AEW Elevation just for tag teams. They should. They've got so many.
They should
on there.
On tonight's show, here's 8 tag teams. They're fighting for what? I don't know, just a bit of attention. So
and then the Pinnacle. Oh man, the Pinnacle! I hate that name. The Pinnacle.
Oh, the name. It's just as bad as fucking Frankie Monet's name. Like Jesus, who came up with that, man?
Pinnacle. But
I'm sorry. Like, did whoever came up with that like had a shot of whiskey and like, do you know what? We're the future. We're that's it. The Pinnacle. Yeah. Oh my, like. I mean, the Inner Circle is a great name, but like other than like that, yeah. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Man. But they came out MGF wearing a crown. Boasting about taking out Jericho, taking his spot. Earlier in the night, you saw Jack Swagger, Sammy Guevara, and Ortiz, I believe, saying they wanted a rematch. MJF and his crew were just did he get them rings or something? I can't remember what he got them. And then those 3 come out on the back on like a little golf cart or something like that. They were talking about Jericho, and then Jericho appears. Thanks, Wayne. Jericho appears. That injury actually is legit. That is not a storyline injury.
No.
But the setup is that they're going to have another Stadium Stampede match, which was very good last year. I presume they can get around it because there's no way that match is going to be live like it wasn't last year. It was taped, so they could get away because Jericho's supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks apparently.
Yeah.
How dare you? He's supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks, so I'm presuming they can get around this by shooting it at different angles and stuff like that. But if the Inner Circle loses, they're done as a group. Do you think Inner Circle loses a second straight match to the Pinnacle?
I mean, the way that AEW is going, they're trying to destroy all the good tag teams and just going to say, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Oh, yeah, you'd be a great tag team together. You hate one thing, don't you? You know what I mean? I don't want it to happen, but I can definitely see it happening. I can definitely see it 100%, but I'm just hoping like the Dark Order just ram into the Pinnacle and say, yeah, we're the biggest group here. Like, get out of here, will you? Or something like that. I do like the Dark Order.
We're literally the biggest group. Yeah. That's true. Did you watch the Stadium Stampede last year, Charlotte?
Pardon?
Did you watch the Stadium Stampede last year on AEW?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Choice between having to watch WWE and AEW, you know where I'm going. And it is WWE.
I mean, that is one of the advantages of doing it at Daily's Place, that they can have that Stadium Stampede and use all the stuff around. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Jericho with his injury. Obviously there'll be some angles where they'll film to make it happen. But that was good. We also had Adam Page challenging Brian Cage. That'll be a candle for the commentators, Page and Cage, going around. Because that was weird. Because Adam Page lost one match and tumbled down to number 5 in the rankings. Someone worked that one out for me.
You gotta hate when that happens. Yeah.
Literally, it's like, why, man?
Yeah, but there he challenged it, and that match was made instantly.
Of course,
and then the number one contenders match, Pac against Orange Cassidy. Apparently, those are the top two contenders. Apparently, there was some type of injury to Orange Cassidy in that match. I'm not quite sure what it was, but Kenny Omega interfered. We all knew it was going to happen, but he was not going to get. He was not going to get the night off, and it's going to be a triple. At the moment, it's going to be a triple threat match, which actually I'm looking very much forward to. It's different people in there. It's not gone back to Moxley or someone else. But I'm looking forward to that.
Finally, we've got different people. They're not just using the same people. They're not doing a WWE. Like they've realized this, and they're doing something different. And it's always nice to see how a different group of people perform, especially because you've seen one-on-ones before. But when you add a third person in, it gives you that little bit of like spiciness because you don't know what's coming and you don't know who's going to get pinned.
Yeah. Plus, it's like I'm interested in Omega against. Cassidy alone, just to see Omega get frustrated with just Cassidy's like whole demeanor. You know, what did you think?
Literally.
I mean, I would have loved to see like Orange Cassidy 1-on-1 versus Kenny Omega, just like Kenny's trying to do the one wing angel, and then just like Orange Cassidy just walks out of it, just like anyway, let's move forward. Let's have a. But no, I think the introduction of Pac, I think that. It really quickens up this match, to be fair. Not like length, not like distance-wise, but I mean, just itself, like, you know what I mean? Because Pac really is like a very fast wrestler. He likes to,
very intense.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I think you're getting everything here. Orange Cassidy is very slow type wrestler. Then you have Fat Pac who's fast, and then you just have Kenny who's just Kenny Omega, to be fair. So it'll be very interesting how it goes.
Yeah, very interesting. That I don't think it'll be the main event. I think this Stadium Stampede will be the main event.
Yeah.
And then Cody Rhodes, now the American Dream, baby.
Oh, dear
Literally.
And apparently he's going to face Anthony Ogogo. Hey, nothing like throwing Ogogo in at the deep end.
Oh, wow. I'm still waiting to know what happened to Shaq when he got pushed through that table. Like,
still recovering.
Like, he didn't come back from that table.
Apparently he's still fast asleep, apparently.
Yeah. Anthony Ogogo against Cody Rhodes.
Because we all know how that's going to go, don't we?
Well, quick shot to the stomach.
At first I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you do with Cody at the moment? You can't put him with the title because...
he said he can't challenge for it, can he? He said he'd never challenge for the title. Remember when he against Jericho, he said if he lost, he would never challenge. He wouldn't go for the title again. So it's very. That's what I mean. It's hard for him. You can't put it because naturally you would go. All right, it's going to be Cody against Kenny, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll just throw it out and people will forget or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I know he'll take care of Anthony Ogogo. My worry is on the Ogogo end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, how are you going to... Because Ogogo, it's different, right? He won't mean to, but he could land a punch that is not meant to be. Do you know what I mean? And it's like...
So kind of like Sean Spears, where he hits him on the head with a fucking chair. And then
he doesn't mean... he's hit the wrong piece. Yeah, it's like... but American Dream now, Cody Rhodes. The American Dream, Cody Rhodes.
Literally. I mean, it's a difficult one to like. Once he's fought Ogogo, like, what do you do with him? Like, if he's not going to be in the title picture, like, because he's quite a big personality, like, and you can't just let him flop. So, it's like, where do you go with this now?
Yeah,
because you have to be really creative with that kind of thing.
You do. You do have to be really creative. It's hard because I think his wife's about to give birth soon as well. Brandy.
Yeah, so maybe it might be leading up to like.
Maybe this is the bit to write him off TV for a month or two or something like that. Which might be a thing that they do. It would make sense,
Would
And was there a women's match this week? Did Britt Baker did Britt Baker wrestle? I think she did. I can't remember.
Can't even remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, I don't even know if Shida wrestled this week.
Shows you a lot, doesn't it, to be fair?
Yeah. And then I guess the main event was the TNT title match.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for
Miro
that.
against Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of interference. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page again. And the Dark Order came out for some reason. I don't know why they just keep. They just said, "Who's in the back? Just run out right now." Dark Order's there.
And then when they pick number 10, they're like, "Oh shit, we have to go for all of them." All right, all you go on, let's.
But Darby Allin lost, and Miro is the new TNT champion, which is actually, if you think about it storyline wise, it does make sense. Darby Allin's basically been wrestling title matches for the past 10 weeks, and he got injured last week, and Miro is far more powerful than him, and it just caught up with him. It makes perfect sense. I presume they'll do a rematch at Double or Nothing. But yeah, Miro's the TNT champion. Do you think he will defend the title every week like Darby Allin? Because I don't.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to turn into a Brock Lesnar, where he just turns up for like pay-per-views.
Yeah, he can do it. Yeah, he can say I'm not wrestling every week or something like that, which would be something. Although, I say they'll do a rematch at Double or Nothing, or will they do a Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page against Sting and Darby Allin at the Double or Nothing pay?
That could happen. Yeah.
That's true.
Do you think it's going to be
no? And what they could do is
in the ring or in a warehouse again?
Yeah. Well, what they could do is what's that? Lance Archer versus Miro.
Oh yes, I forgot he came out. They could do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
That would be a decent match because the two of them are huge individuals. Plus, be hard hitting as well.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that. To be honest,
to have Lance Archer go after Miro, because if he went after Darby Allin, just kill him essentially, just destroy him.
Yeah.
That makes more sense now because he came out. I forgot he came out at the end because that's all he's been doing for the past 6 weeks, just coming out at the end of Darby Allin matches.
I'm not realizing he's a face or a heel. He doesn't know at this rate.
Just
it's
out
like
there,
He just like one. He just like on a Wednesday, he just like wakes up on one side of the bed saying, "I'm gonna be a heel today." You know what I mean? Next week, I'm gonna be a face today. You know what I mean? He's a very confused character. That's what I will say. And what is Jake's like the fact that Jake the Snake is still with him? That kind of thing is incredible.
Yeah,
the fact they haven't got bored of it already. So.
But I did think it was much better AEW this week. It was much better in terms of storylines. Obviously, they have to be because they're gearing up for Double or Nothing in 2 weeks. 2 weeks today. I forgot. Wow, 2 weeks today. Yeah, they needed to.
Yeah.
But that should actually be a fun watch along.
Will be 100%.
AEW one. It might be a watch along where we're not even talking. We're just watching the matches.
Literally.
Yeah, I know. Right? We're just like.
Yeah, we will be doing watch alongs for AEW.
Did anyone watch Under Siege last night on Impact?
Say again, which one?
Did anyone watch Impact Wrestling?
I didn't watch a bit, but
okay.
It's not my priority.
Event last night called Under Siege, which is quite good. Please watch that. Kenny Omega was on that one as well. There were very good matches on that one. I like Impact. People just don't watch it. Even with
people don't watch it because it's literally just.
It's not on any UK TV, is it? It's not on the UK.
It's not. No, it's on Twitch. It's on Twitch.
Oh yeah, or you have to, or you could. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's very, very good. But yeah, that's it in professional wrestling.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, that's quite good. Less of us moaning this week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got this really was like SmackDown, to be fair. Just quick flowing, and now we're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was nothing. We actually we had good stuff. Keep it going. Raw, you're trash. You're trash, Raw. Trash.
Yeah, but just all you gotta do is just let RK Bro win the tag titles, let them do their thing. 3 months down the line, they can lose it. Randy turns heel. We'll have a great match between Riddle and bloody Randy. So yeah, there you go. I just literally booked the fucking RK Bro scenario.
What an original idea for Randy Orton to RKO his tag team partners.
Oh my god, shock horror. Guys, we should be shocked when this happens.
Yeah, I know. I'm done unless anyone wants to speak about anything else.
No, I think we've just about wrapped it up, guys. But yeah, we will be back tonight. Andrew will be there with the WrestleMania Backlash watch along.
I've got a great quiz. No, only joking.
Andrew is going to be banging out the dad jokes again. There will be dad jokes involved. They were epic last time.
Especially Barry.
These are the highlights. Oh yeah, no, Barry will be here as well. So yes, make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock. We will be doing a watch along for the Champions League Women's Football. Yes. The watch along. Andrew's going to be there, I think. Yes.
Not for the watch. Not for the women's.
No, for the watch along. Sorry, guys, but he will be supporting probably in the comments.
Yes, I will be supporting. I'll be one of those people that's jumped on the bandwagon very late.
But yeah, guys, we've got a big panel tonight. Prime will also be in that panel. But make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. for the Champions League Women's Final. Andrew, where can people find you?
Here on this channel for multiple shows. Please subscribe. Tuesdays 7, Corner of the Cobham, Bits and Bobs channel. That's my Twitter handle. Go there. Niles Let's Talk Premier League, the Chelsea shows and match reactions. If you go to my Twitter, you'll see links to the Nexus channel and KHL Football. Thank you very much.
Yes, please check that out. RJ, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me here majority of the time going on the wrestling show. You can also find me on Let's Talk Premier League. Usually I'm always there majority of the time, let's be real. And you can also find me on my own channel. I'm only 92 off hitting 10,000, which is kind of mad to be fair. But so I'll be streaming quite in a bit. So do check me out. Do a bit of gaming to be fair, but yeah, summer will be a good bit of fun. So yeah, but thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, anytime. Love it. But guys, take care. We'll see you at 8 o'clock for the watch along. Take care, guys.